Welcome to the Wells Fargo Evening of Excellence. It is time for us to pause from all the hustle and bustle and all the tasks and stresses to honor our employees from several different areas. Wells Fargo has a very rich tradition in recognizing Gaston County School employees, and we're so very thankful for what Wells Fargo does for the Gaston County schools. Let's show them our appreciation with a round of applause. On behalf of all of our employees, Wells Fargo, we thank you for what you do for us all year long and especially tonight. Here is Bill Ingram from Wells Fargo.
Well, thank you and welcome to the 2015 Evening of Excellence to honor our outstanding educators. My name is Bill Ingram. I'm the Market President for Wells Fargo in Gaston County. Our vision and values states that our responsibility as a corporation goes far beyond protecting our customers' assets and helping them succeed financially. We're responsible for promoting the long-term prosperity and quality of life for everyone in our communities. What better way to demonstrate this value than to celebrate and recognize our educators that are crucial to the future of our communities? Last week, I had the opportunity to attend the business partner reception at Hawks Nest Intermediate School. There you go, Mike. I was amazed at the elevation in education, from classrooms using tablets and smart boards to sophisticated science projects. We've come a long way from putting seeds in styrofoam cups with some dirt, putting one in the dark room, one with too much water, and one with not enough water to see what grew. I will say my favorite project that I ran across was the creation of a paste to remove grape juice from carpet, and it worked. I asked the students how they came up with this idea. Their response said, just one day it hit me. It made me wonder if a little grape juice spilled on the carpet from mom or dad and didn't help develop that idea. But it was amazing to see their research and trial and error that they demonstrated while developing their product. So Shark Tank better get ready. But in all seriousness, I walked away seeing a proactive school system that was actively seeking ways to develop students and solve workforce shortages. I learned about the nursing program in the high schools, the robotics team teaching engineering basics, and teaching specialty trades of plumbing, electric, HVAC. These roles are in critical demand not only here in Gaston County, but also in North Carolina and across the nation. You play a key role in that each and every day. I learned long ago that as a substitute teacher in college, that teaching is a calling. It was not my calling. But your abilities to work with 25 second graders and get them in a single file line and actually learn is special. But having the ability to handle the parents of 25 second graders is absolutely mind-blowing. On behalf of the 110 Wells Fargo team members in Gaston County and the nearly 21,000 team members in the greater Charlotte area, thank you for what you're doing to shape and prepare our future generations. I hope you enjoyed dinner tonight in the evening. Thank you.
To bring opening remarks, please join me in welcoming Kenny Lutz, Chair, Gaston County Board of Education, and he'll be followed by Superintendent Jeff Booker.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to thank everyone for attending tonight. We look forward to this program every year, and Wells Fargo has always done a wonderful job to help us bring this to light, and we really appreciate everything that they do. The Board of Education is very proud of everyone in this room, and first of all, I don't want to leave anybody. We're proud of every employee in Gaston County, but we're especially proud for you because you are the best and you are the brightest. And we thank you for all you do, the extra time you put in, and we think, you do a little extra every day and every day and every day, and you think out of the box, and that's what makes the difference. And by doing so, You make Gaston County and Mr. Booker look good. He doesn't say that all the time, but you make him look good, and we do appreciate that. And I would like to personally thank Wells Fargo. They're a very valuable business partner. They always have been, and they will continue, I'm sure, forever and ever. And we do appreciate that. Like the saying back behind me says, as long as we stay together, we're going to become a bigger and better school system as time goes on. Now, as far as all the honorees here tonight, congratulations from the board. You are the best that we have in our school system, and we're glad that we're going to be here tonight to honor you. Again, I would like to thank everyone. I know today is Tuesday, and you're thinking about, well, if I get to Wednesday, it's all downhill. So I know it's a lot to take out of your day to mess up that flow to get to Wednesday, but we do appreciate you being here tonight, and we do thank you, and we would like to thank Wells Fargo again. Hope everyone has a great evening and enjoy, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Booker.
Thank you, Mr. Lutz. John said as we came in the door and he began his remarks, we needed to pause. I do want you to pause, but more than a pause, I want you to take a moment. Each one of us in this room has been influenced by someone who brought us here tonight. I bet as you pause, you'll think of them by name. So do that for me right now. Just pause and think about that. But as you're doing it, I want you to think about the educator who believed in you, encouraged you, and inspired you. So just go there. It's ironic Bill used the second grade because I can still remember Miss Settle. And I doubt Miss Settle can believe that I'm standing here right now. But I know that she believed in me and the 28 children that she had in that classroom. And when you go back, that was a time in our society we didn't know it as children, but it was setting records. Miss Settle was African American. There were 24 white children because I'm a child of integration. Many of you are childs of integration. We don't think about that today. We think about diversity today. And we're better for that. So as you go to that moment, think about all that went on with you, and then as the leaders of our educational system, think about what you're doing. Pause. Do it. Then I think about Inky Shaner looking at me one time when I handed a written test in, and she said, Mr. Booker, they say that famous people have poor handwriting. You're destined to be very famous. So I just know that if it had not been for me and being the product of teachers, I wouldn't be here today. And so it's only fitting that the premier event of our whole awards season is tonight. We will honor the Gaston County Teacher of the Year. We will also honor the Gaston County Administrator of the Year. So this is what's great about public schools. There's no headlines that are going to say something to the contrary because everybody here is special. And to Wells Fargo, you're going to hear it 50 times tonight because, folks, people like to kick this room and you like to lift this room up. So thank you for that.
I'd like to bring to the podium our current Gaston County Teacher of the Year, Carla Endeman.
Good evening, Superintendent Booker, board members, Dr. Tutterow, and all Gaston County honorees and guests. I would like to take this opportunity to share with you my experience of being named Gaston County Teacher of the Year for 2014-2015. My journey to this honor started here in Gaston County 18 years ago, a county which is dedicated to supporting outstanding employees and community partners, committed to providing innovative educational opportunities for all students, and most importantly, cultivating some of the top schools in North Carolina. Over the past year, I have had many exciting opportunities as Teacher of the Year. This August, as Gaston County Schools kicked off the school year with its annual convocation, I was honored with taking part in the ribbon cutting ceremony. The creativity and collaboration from individual schools across the district competing for the coveted Spirit Award was motivating and energizing to all of us as we embarked on a new school year. The excitement and energy in the auditorium at Stuart Kramer High School was contagious that afternoon. Listening to singer and songwriter Jimmy Wayne, a former Gaston County student, share the positive influences his teachers right here in Gaston County School had on him reminded us all of the tremendous impact we have on student lives. Gaston County Schools recognizes outstanding employees. This year, my students and I were invited to ride on the float in the Gastonia Christmas Parade with Councilman Jim Gallagher. As you can imagine, this was quite an exciting opportunity for a bunch of first graders. Posing for pictures, throwing out candy, that was our favorite, and most importantly, seeing friends, families, Gaston County school employees, and community members lining the streets to show their support, all made for a very special day for myself and my students. Gaston County Schools are community partners. At last year's Evening of Excellence, I was awarded a check from Wells Fargo in recognition of my accomplishment. I am happy to report that I have used that money to purchase technology for my students to use in my classroom. Gaston County Schools has up-to-date technology to support teaching and learning. As Gaston County Teacher of the Year, I competed for Southwest Regional Teacher of the Year. As I reflect on this experience, it is yet another reason which makes me proud to be a Gaston County employee. As part of the Southwest Regional selection process, I had to attend an interview in January in Charlotte. I was the only candidate at the interview site that was accompanied by a representative from the county office. Beth Suber drove me to the interview, provided encouragement and support leading up to the interview, and treated me to a sit-down lunch afterward. Teachers, you know what a luxury that is. This level of support did not go unnoticed by the other candidates at the site. Comments were made by several people about how commendable it is of Gaston County to provide this type of support for their Teacher of the Year. Gaston County Schools show support. However, the most rewarding aspect of this journey was having the opportunity to participate on the committees that selected this year's Gaston County Teacher of the Year, Teacher Assistant of the Year, and Principal of the Year. Because of this honor, I had the pleasure of working with some of the finest teachers, administrators, central office people in the district. I was also able to observe the outstanding instruction being delivered to students in several schools across Gaston County. Being out in other schools broadened my horizons and allowed me to witness firsthand some of the amazing things happening with our teachers, administrators, and students within our district. Gaston County Schools provides innovative educational opportunities. In closing, I would like to thank Dr. Tutterow for recognizing and the commitment for recognizing Gaston County teachers and their accomplishments. I feel honored to stand here today and represent the teachers of Gaston County who are the real heroes and who may never have the opportunity to be recognized as I was this past year. I celebrate and honor them tonight and hope you will join me in doing the same. We are Gaston County Schools.
At this time, we're going to recognize our Area Employees of the Year. And if Mr. Booker and Mr. Lutz and board members would like to come up and present the bells to these winners. Our School Counselor of the Year is Erin Stokes from Holbrook Middle School. Robin Jordan, Media Coordinator of the Year from North Gaston High School. Elizabeth Lanier, Gaston County Social Worker of the Year. She serves South Point High School. Jennifer Case is School Psychologist of the Year from the Department of Exceptional Children. Gail Maples is the School Nurse of the Year. She serves Springfield, Kaiser, and Stanley. Let's congratulate all of our area winners. Please welcome last year's Assistant Principal of the Year, Gina Stywalt.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I have the opportunity to present to you the 5 Assistant Principal of the Year candidates. Each outstanding administrator has been recognized by their principal, staff, and parents as being leaders of change within their building. Their level of service and commitment is truly commendable. Please know that your passion for education and commitment to excellence is recognized and appreciated by your principal, staff, and community that you are faithfully serving. If each candidate would please join me on stage when your name is called. Fran Dacanel, Assistant Principal, Cherryville High School. Fran Dacanel is determined to help faculty, staff, and students focus on creating success at Cherryville High. She says she tries to help beginning teachers keep their eye on the positive of teaching rather than worrying about the things that they cannot control. Ms. Dacanel has made a concerted effort to work with the freshman class this year by organizing a freshman camp, seeking out interventions that meet their needs, and working with them beyond the parameters of the school year. She hopes the staff at Cherryville High would describe her as active, visible, and a good listener. Congratulations, Fran Dacanel, Assistant Principal, Cherryville High School. Logan McGuire, Assistant Principal, Carr Elementary. Logan McGuire hopes teachers at Carr would describe him as flexible, energetic, and not easily rattled. His professional development focus this year has been on teacher retention and improving morale. By implementing hallway huddles, staff members have an open opportunity to praise one another for their successes, show appreciation for help and assistance, and build each other up when times are tough. Mr. McGuire tries to bring teachers in when decisions are being made, with the hope of showing them how much their input is truly appreciated. He enjoys celebrating student successes through the Tiger Pride program, which also affords him the opportunity to share his love of learning with them. Congratulations, Logan McGuire, Assistant Principal, Carr Elementary. Jessica Mallon, Assistant Principal, Lowell Elementary School. In her first year as an elementary school assistant principal, Jessica Mallon is leading by participating and modeling by example. She hopes the faculty at Lowell Elementary would describe her as participative, dynamic, hardworking, and resourceful. Mrs. Mellon is enjoying learning more about MTSS, and she has volunteered to monitor the data and research new interventions that might help students learn better within their classroom. She is proud of a new program, Positive Impact Celebrations, where teachers and staff members are praised for the positive things going on at Lowell one Wednesday every month. She encourages potential school administrators to take as much time as they can to make those tough decisions and to lead by example by being a lifelong learner. Congratulations, Jessica Mellon, Assistant Principal, Lowell Elementary. Jamie Peoples, Assistant Principal, Hunter Huss High School. Yes, ma'am. Jamie Peoples would like to let future assistant principals know the importance of taking a breath, listening to others, and taking everything into account when you are working with people. Ms. Peoples has focused on various tasks this year, from monitoring the school budget to designing after-school PLCs for teachers. She has worked closely with all stakeholders throughout implementation of the new 7-period day, and she continually seeks feedback on how to improve the schedule to better meet the needs of students and teachers. She hopes the staff at Hunter Huss would describe her as a listener, someone who takes the concerns of others seriously, and a person who gets things done, no matter the task. Congratulations, Jamie Peoples, Assistant Principal, Hunter Huss High School. Craig Smith, Assistant Principal, Ashbrook High School. Craig Smith hopes teachers at Ashbrook would describe him as a visible, enthusiastic leader. Through his use of social media, he hopes to inspire teachers and colleagues to be lifelong learners who look to better themselves and their educational practices. Mr. Smith has focused on increasing student participation in advanced placement courses this year by holding an AP symposium and focusing on communicating with students about available opportunities. If given the chance to share insight into the assistant principalship with prospective administrators, Mr. Smith would encourage them to strive to be the administrator they wish they would have had when they were teachers. Congratulations, Craig Smith, Assistant Principal, Ashbrook High School. The 2015 Assistant Principal of the Year is Miss Jamie Peoples, Hunter Huss High School.
Take a deep breath, that's right. Wow, thank you all. Let me put it up, sorry Jean, I put it up just a little bit. Thank you all so very much. I am extremely grateful, honored, and humbled to be receiving this award tonight. I would like to thank my principal, Mr. Ross, my school improvement team and staff, and parents who nominated me. Just the nomination alone is a huge honor. I share this award with each of you guys tonight. Craig Smith, Jessica Mellon, Logan McGuire, Fran Daconell, thank you. You all are awesome as well. And thank you for what you have done for your students, your school, and Gaston County Schools as well. I don't know if any of you in this room know my story, but my story goes like this. I didn't always know that I would end up where I am right here today. as most of us probably don't whenever we are kids, but I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. At Alexander Central High School, where I attended high school, I was able to have the opportunity to experience being a teacher through programs similar to the Teacher Cadet program here in Gaston County Schools. At that point, it was hook, line, and sinker for me. While at Western Carolina University studying elementary education, I knew I always wanted to be a kindergarten teacher. However, this didn't happen right away. I was able to teach first grade, second grade, third grade, before I ever made it to my dream of being a kindergarten teacher. And as for many of you in this room, you all well know that that is not the right progression to making it to kindergarten. So my first day in kindergarten as a kindergarten teacher at my dream, I didn't know they didn't know how to write their names on the paper the first day. Who knew? So after my kindergarten days, my husband Michael, who's here with me tonight, took a job that moved us here to Gaston County. We began extending our family here and have enjoyed calling Gaston County our home for the last 10 years. Both of our boys were born here. Bryson, who is 9, who is at third grade at New Hope Elementary in the 3rd grade with Miss Stywell, and Tucker, my ball of fire, who is 4 and looks forward to going to big school soon. While in Gaston County, I began teaching at Cramerton Middle School, 6th grade math and science. Thank you, Miss McLean, for hiring me. And 8th grade math and social studies. While at Cramerton Middle School, Miss Christy Bostick encouraged me to pursue yet another one of my dreams of getting my master's in school administration. Through the support of my family, especially with the 2-year-old at the time, and my administration, Miss Christy Bostick, Miss Jennifer Reed, and Mr. Logan McGuire, I was able to fulfill this dream. This accomplishment allowed me the opportunity to become an assistant principal at Hunter Huss International Baccalaureate World School, where I've enjoyed my experiences since the fall of 2011, under the leadership of both Denise Ferris and Torben Ross. Hunter Huss has allowed me the opportunity to appreciate the importance of preparing students for their life after school. Having the experience at each of the 3 levels has helped me to truly see and understand the process a child endures throughout their school career. It has also helped me to see the kind of support I need to be to both the teachers and to the students. We all need people in our lives that we can rely on, trust, and to build us up when we are down, and to lead us back onto the right path. That's who I strive to be every day. I would not be the person I am today if it were not for the awesome and amazing teachers I have been fortunate enough to have in my life that didn't point out my faults, but helped me to build my strengths while pursuing me toward my true north. I won't name them all tonight, but I promise you I could. And I could tell you a story about each and every one of them and the reason they have had such a profound impact on my life. I feel as though it was best stated by the 12th century author and theologian John of Salisbury when he said, "We are like dwarfs sitting on the shoulders of giants. We see more and things that are more distant than they did, but not because our sight is superior or because we are taller than they, but because they raise us up by their great stature adds to ours." That is why, especially as we get to this time of the school year, when we feel like those tanks are on empty and we are nearing the end, we need to remember those who came before us, who inspired us to be who we are today, and continue to be that inspiration for the students we see each and every day. I must continue to think and expect that we can make a difference in each and every student that we see. Good luck to each and every one of you in this endeavor, and thank you. I appreciate it.
We're going to move now to our Central Office Administrator of the Year. So let's greet our current Central Office Administrator, Risa Hole.
Good evening. It is an honor and a privilege to introduce our 4 finalists for Administrator of the Year. These individuals exhibit the utmost professionalism, and each is most impressive. Finalists, please join me on stage when your name is called. Chris Goodson. Chris Goodson is an instructional technology facilitator in the Technology Support Services Department. Chris describes himself as dedicated, passionate, and geeky in the sense of concentrating on what teachers need to know and how he can help. He is proud of his department's ability to kickstart the implementation of Chromebooks in our schools. When his career in education comes to a close, Chris hopes people will acknowledge him as someone who helped teach students what they need to do with the facts that they have learned. Congratulations, Chris Goodson, Technology Support Services. April Wofford. April Wofford is the School Information Specialist in the Accountability Department. She believes her peers would describe her as friendly, lighthearted, and conscientious. She fondly remembers her former history teacher, Dr. Lee, as someone who inspired her, enlightened her, and changed her as a person. One point of pride for April's department this year was seeing things fall into place with data managers, which is leading to more consistent data. She looks forward to continuing her support for and customer service to Gaston County Schools data managers. Congratulations, April Wofford, Accountability Department. Curtis Poplin. Curtis is a network systems manager in the Technology Support Services Department. He believes his supervisor would describe him as humble, hardworking, and knowledgeable. When asked to name an educator he would like to have dinner with, Curtis responded with current Superintendent Jeff Booker, because he enjoyed seeing him transition into his new office. He is most proud of his department's role in implementing 56 projects last year, including the move to Windows 7. Curtis hopes his legacy will be that he grew as an individual, he did a good job, and his heart was in all that he did. Congratulations, Curtis Poplin, Technology Support Services. James Beckford. James is the Assistant Director of Finance and believes his peers would describe him as calm, solution-oriented, and motivated. He foresees challenges for 21st century leaders in finding ways to fund the needs of public education. James would love the opportunity to spend time with his 7th and 8th grade math teacher because she recognized his need for motivation and always found ways to reach him. He is proud of the way his department talked with fund managers in preparation of next year's budget, listened to their comments and concerns, and met the deadlines placed before them. James hopes his legacy will be that he facilitated growth and was a good servant. Congratulations, James Beckford, Finance Department. This year's Gaston County Schools Administrator of the Year, Mr. James Beckford from the Finance Department.
Thank you so much. Let me hasten to say that this is not a budget presentation. Mr. Chairman Lutz, members of this school board, Superintendent Booker, leadership team who are here, representatives from Wells Fargo, colleagues, friends, and family members who are here supporting us. There are some special moments in time that we remember no matter what, even when we get older. Yes, and one's cognitive processes begin to wane. There are some moments that you can remember with clarity, with pride, and with a sense of accomplishment. And this evening is such is definitely one such moment. Thank you so much. But please permit me to acknowledge the blessings we all receive on a daily basis. Because our Heavenly Father, He wants to be involved in every aspect of our lives. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the stakeholders in our school system, for giving us the opportunity to serve in your various capacities and in my various capacities that I have in this august school system. The Gaston County School Board, Superintendent Booker, the personnel who teach daily, the school principals, clerical persons, custodians, you name it. We're very happy to serve. As well as bearing this in mind, I can therefore proudly state that even though I don't directly serve Gaston County School students, I still feel that I am serving students. And even though I'm in the office, I still feel that I'm an educator, even though I'm not in the classroom. Because we're serving, and we're serving ultimately Gaston County School students. This award is indeed a special accolade, because if one is evaluated, assessed by one's peers and one's colleague in such a positive light, and also to be grouped with such great persons as you see here, Curtis, April, Chris, it's a wonderful opportunity, and it's a huge blessing. Congratulations to you all. And let me hasten to say that any one of us could be here this evening. I will go on to say I accept this award, and not just for myself, but on behalf of the entire finance team led by Mr. Hoskins. Gary's over there, Gary's over there, right? And also my family. Because without their help, assistance, support, encouragement, I would not have had this opportunity. But in concluding, let me also thank our business partner, Wells Fargo, right, for supporting us in such a tangible way. And to hasten to add that your support continues to motivate, to serve as a motivating force as we seek to provide a high quality service to our students and to our staff and community. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
Here to present our finalist for Gaston County Principal of the Year is Rebecca Duncan.
It has been my honor to serve as the Gaston County Schools Principal of the Year. I have greatly enjoyed this experience. I have been so blessed to make new friends through this process, and I've had the opportunity to interview and visit classrooms of many phenomenal educators in Gaston County. I'm a proud product of Gaston County Schools, and I get to see firsthand each day the power each one of us holds to make the difference in the life of a child. Our school has a theme each school year. Usually we have a fun theme like superheroes or racing, but this year our theme has been the power of one. I truly believe that one caring adult can change the life of a child. This idea can be expanded to include one mission, one vision, one act of kindness, one goal. This list could go on and on. At this time, I would like to close with a poem I found that emphasizes the power of one. The title is One. One tree can start a forest. One smile can begin a friendship. One hand can lift a soul. One word can frame the goal. One candle can wipe out darkness. One laugh can conquer gloom. One hope can raise your spirits. One touch can show you care. One life can make the difference. Be that one today. Please do not ever underestimate the power you have to be that one each day. Now to our 4 Principal of the Year finalists. I very realistically remember where you were sitting when I was sitting there last year, and how this is the moment of truth. So when I call your name, if you will please come up to the podium and stand beside me. Dr. Christy Bostick, Principal, East Gaston High School. Dr. Bostick understands the impact teacher satisfaction has on the culture and climate of her school. She strives to involve teachers in decision-making processes to ensure open, two-way communication. One of her best days as a principal was when a student shared pride in the school and all that East Gaston offers. As a principal, Dr. Bostick is proud of the support Gaston County Schools gives our new teachers, and she enjoys highlighting the great things we do for our students when she meets prospective teachers. Through the Warrior Rookie Program, she feels East Gaston is a welcoming place for new teachers to grow and succeed in the field of education. Congratulations, Christy Bostick, Principal, East Gaston High School.
Congratulations.
Our next finalist is Mr. Joey Clinton, Principal of Ashbrook High School. Joey Clinton's best day as a principal occurs when all staff are in the building and students are engaged in learning. He feels Ashbrook is doing a great job in building relationships with students and parents, which has resulted in a steady increase in the school's graduation rate. Mr. Clinton has worked hard to change the culture at Ashbrook with the goal of keeping students involved in multiple aspects of the school and reducing the pressure to drop out. He enjoys promoting his school and letting the community know all of the great things going on at Ashbrook. Congratulations, Joey Clinton, Principal, Ashbrook High School. Our third finalist is Mrs. Roxanne Jemison, Principal of Lowell Elementary School. One book, one school, one community. That is the vision Roxanne Jemison has for the students, staff, and Lowell Elementary community. Her love for reading has led the way in weaving reading into the lives of children and adults alike. Her best day as principal came earlier this year when staff members expressed a vision that mirrors Ms. Jemison's, which she hopes will enhance the focus on literacy she has already set in motion. Mrs. Jemison believes that in strengthening community partnerships and their support for our schools, we offer better opportunities for students and teachers to grow and flourish. She aims to help the community understand just how important our students and teachers are. Congratulations, Roxanne Jemison, Principal, Lowell Elementary School. And our fourth finalist is Mrs. Phyllis Whitworth, Principal, Belmont Central Elementary School. Phyllis Whitworth knew she wanted to be a teacher from an early age when she came home from school and taught her dolls each afternoon. She feels that passion for teaching and learning continues today as she loves being an educator with a focus on the needs of her students and staff. A good day as principal for Mrs. Whitworth occurs when the children are excited about learning and feel confident in sharing that excitement with her. Mrs. Whitworth is proud of her school for implementing the Bring Your Own Device policy this year and says that the excitement from the students has been overwhelming. She says her internal motivation to help students succeed brings her to work every day where she diligently strives to help her staff feel valued and appreciated. Congratulations, Phyllis Whitworth, Principal, Belmont Central Elementary School.
Mr. Chuck Unn from Wells Fargo will name our Gaston County Principal of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very honored today to present this year's Wells Fargo Principal of the Year. This year's Wells Fargo's Principal of the Year is dedicated to helping students succeed in the classroom, in our communities, and in the world. This principal understands the importance of education and works to communicate that focus in all areas of our schools and our communities. The Principal of the Year has high expectations for all stakeholders, and less than the best is simply not acceptable. This school leader has a heart for students and takes the time necessary to build positive relationships with families in order to ensure support to our students and our teachers. This principal leads by example, never hesitating to work alongside staff members to get things done. The Principal of the Year is dedicated to the mission and the vision of the school, as well as being determined to put forth every effort to see that the school finds success. The principal is hardworking, professional, and committed to public education. Congratulations to our 2015-2016 Principal of the Year, Joey Clinton.
Thank you. Y'all please be seated up. You know, Beth sent out an email a few days, well, must have been Monday, and she said, prepare a speech. I didn't think she was talking to me, you know, so I'm gonna kind of swing this like Rebecca did last year. I don't have any sticky notes or anything, so, but there's a couple of things I just want to say, and first of all, I want to thank the Country Club for hosting us tonight. And the food was fantastic. Wells Fargo, thank you for your support as a community partner. We can't do the things that we want to do a lot of times for our educators, our teachers, who are the most valuable asset that we have in schools because of resources. But it's awesome when somebody steps up to the plate and does exactly what you're doing tonight. So thank you. Of course, to our board members, thank you for all that you do in supporting our schools constantly. Central office staff, Mr. Booker, Mr. Holler, Dr. Abernathy, just to name a few. I can't name all of you, but I just, those three folks right there I deal with constantly. Dr. Balknight as well. And I just thank you for all that you do and continue to do for our kids. And y'all, that's what it's about. I got into this, and I'm going to kind of go on and just tell you a little bit about my story. I got into this back in 1994. I was at home milking cows. I live on a farm, and I had just finished college. I didn't think much about going, you know, I wanted to be a PE teacher. That was my goal because I like coaching. I like sports. I played sports all through high school, a little bit in college, and I wanted to go on and be a coach somewhere and be a PE teacher. But I was sitting at home, and I was, of course, still living at home with my parents, and my father passed away my freshman year of college, so I was pretty much had the responsibility of taking on the farm duties. And I can remember my mama coming out, and fortunately she's here with me tonight, and I wanted her to be a part of this because she was a guidance counselor in York, South Carolina, and then she came to Gaston County and worked here for 7 years, and so she spent a total of 37 years in education. She was my influence, and our family, of course, has lots of educators, but I can remember her coming out the back door of the house and yelling down at the barn, "Joe, you got a phone call from a principal in Gastonia." I was like, Gastonia? I don't remember submitting an application there, but I saw Reeves McGlowan at a career day, and he said, "Why don't you apply to Gaston County Schools?" I said, "That's where the mall is, you know." And I was like, "Okay, you know, that's fine." You know, we didn't go to Gastonia much. We're living down in York, you know. But I applied, and I can remember, and it was the day, it was like August 22nd. And I was thinking, who's calling me now? Man, somebody must have quit. So I'm going on this interview. And I went to Highland Junior High. And I went in, and I'll never forget, Bob Wilkerson was the principal. And he looked at me and he said, "You want a job?" I said, "Yes, sir, I'm a PE teacher." He said, "Well, I got a physical science job. Do you want a job?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And the rest has been history. It's been fantastic since then. My career, of course, I was at Highland for a couple of years, then it closed for the technology school, and then I was at Holbrook for the bulk of my career as athletic director, PE teacher, and coach. And then when I went back to school for my administrative degree, I was at an elementary school for 2 years. Well, multiple elementary schools. Let me take that back. Webb Street, Gardner Park, Sherwood, Sadler, and maybe Page. I can't remember. It's a lot of. So I can look around this room, and I guarantee you, I can tell you one person that I know one person at each table, because I just had a lot of experiences getting to know a lot of different people. But through all that, and I want to tell that story because it's kind of funny and people laugh, but it turned me toward that track of education. And like I said, the rest was history, because once I got in and started working with kids, I loved it. I absolutely love it. And I tell people now all the time, I got the best job going. And, you know, sometimes folks look at me and say, you got to be kidding. You're a high school principal? Are you serious? Absolutely. Man, I get to make a difference. And I'm very fortunate because I got people like Craig Smith on my team, and Kelly Howe, who's also sitting at my table. And Kelly, of course, got a school midway through this year. And I've got great teachers like Jeff Kazauskas. And that's what makes it worth it. You go around in these classrooms, and I can remember Dr. Abernathy or somebody asked me that question in principal interviews. You know, what's the most rewarding part of your day? And that's going into these classrooms and seeing teachers do their job and put them in a position where that they can do their job. And that's my job, is to make sure that that happens. And so I'm very, very fortunate, and I'm very grateful. So thank you to all of you. These folks right here are worthy, and all the administrators in this room, thank you. And Mr. Booker, thank you.
Let's meet our individual schools Teachers of the Year. Jeff Kazauskas, Ashbrook High School. Jennifer Fairfield, Beam Elementary. Christine Sisk, Beam Intermediate. Leah Allen, Belmont Central. Martha Bumgardner, Belmont Middle, and one of our 5 finalists for Gaston Teacher of the Year. Mary Klaus, Bess Elementary. Tesley Moss, Bessemer City Central. Laradon Pilot, Bessemer City High School, and one of our 5 finalists. Lisa Snow, Bessemer City Middle. Cassie Hendrickson, Bessemer City Primary. Robin Summit from Brookside and Doug Ross from Carr could not be with us tonight. Amanda Calhoun, Catawba Heights Elementary. Jordan Pachaco, Chapel Grove Elementary. Kristen Clark, Chavis Middle. Darcy Hay from Cherryville Elementary could not be with us tonight. Ashley Cook, Cherryville High School. Carla Smith, Costner Elementary. Carolyn Spencer, Stuart Kramer High School, and one of our 5 finalists. Colleen Grenier, Cramerton Middle. Josh Allen, East Gaston High School. Stephanie Watts, Forest Heights Elementary. Haley Marr from Forest View could not be with us tonight. No, I'm sorry, she is here. My fault. Haley Marr. Haley Marr, Forest View High School. Beth Husted from Friday Middle could not be with us tonight. Jamie Craig, Gardner Park. Russell Paul, Gaston Early College. Kimberly Daniel from Greer and Carrie Brand from Hawks Nest could not be with us tonight. Martha Maxwell, Highland School of Technology. Scott Short, Holbrook Middle. Ryan Hatley, Hunter Huss High School. Tracy Jenkins, Kaiser Elementary. Leslie Thomas, Lingerfeld Elementary. Kim Wells, Lowell Elementary. Jessica Love, McGaddenville. Catherine Mahalco from Mount Holly could not be with us tonight. Were you tardy? Catherine Mahalco, Mount Holly Middle School. Melanie Smith, New Hope Elementary. Catherine Cochran, North Belmont Elementary. Lynn Fuller, North Gaston High School. Jennifer Clark, Page Primary. Stacy Brady, Pinewood Elementary. Lisa Litton from Pleasant Ridge could not be with us tonight. Melissa Arndt, Rankin Elementary. Lisa Wilson, Ryan Elementary. Mary Peeler, Robinson Elementary. Jessica Ellison, Sadler Elementary. Karen Rogers, Sherwood Elementary. Bobby Kavnar, South Point High School, and one of our 5 finalists. Lisa Coley, Southwest Middle. Kim Brooks, Springfield Elementary, and one of our 5 finalists. Jane Bumgardner, Stanley Middle. Crystal Painter, Tryon Elementary. Deanie Starnes, Warlick Academy. Kiersey Isbell, Webb Street School. Katie Gray Connor from Woodhill could not be here tonight. Bernice Parkhurst, Yorkchester Middle. Let's give all of our school winners another round of applause. In 2006, the superintendent at the time moved employee recognition from community relations to human resources. And I thought tonight it would be very important for me, since this is my last evening of excellence, to bring back all those people who have been selected since human resources has been in charge. And also because they are grand winners but they've also helped to shape and define the Evening of Excellence, particularly the Teacher of the Year. So please welcome to the stage Denise Andrews, 2007 winner and North Carolina finalist for Teacher of the Year. Denise came all the way from Burke County. She's no longer with Gaston County, but she came tonight, and I really appreciate it. Beth Suber, 2008, and a Southwest finalist. April Collins, 2009. Ann Harrelson, 2010. Thomas Plechnik, 2011, and finalist for North Carolina Teacher of the Year. Lenora Crabtree, 2012, and finalist for North Carolina Teacher of the Year. Julian Wilson, 2013, and finalist for North Carolina Teacher of the Year. Rebecca O'Brien, 2014. And Carla Endeman, 2015. At this time, I would like to bring back Carla Endeman, who's going to introduce our 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year. Carla?
The first finalist, Kim Brooks, kindergarten teacher, Springfield Elementary. If you'd please join me on stage. If you are a student in Miss Brooks' kindergarten class, there are only 2 words to describe you: super reader. You know how to don your cape, put on your mask, and soar through reading on a daily basis. Miss Brooks has given you the power to learn how to read using your magic wand, your picture power, your super sounds, and your snap words. With these tools in your belt, you are sure to be a super reader. Colleagues at Springfield describe Miss Brooks as patient, understanding, passionate, sensitive to the needs of students, and a leader. They say she stays at work late, studying current research that she eagerly shares with the staff. Teachers say Miss Brooks is willing to help at a moment's notice and has helped by supplementing writing materials for others. One colleague stated, Miss Brooks is an awesome teacher who goes above and beyond the curriculum. She has so many teaching moments and she loves her kids. One student says, Miss Brooks teaches us a lot of things, like learning our sounds. She helps us read together and we get to make books. Another said, she is the greatest, bestest, best teacher I've ever seen. She is really the best, and I think no teacher is bester than her. Another said, when asked how Miss Brooks is different from other teachers, one student said, she's the only one who is the best. She teaches us great things. Congratulations, Kim Brooks, Teacher of the Year, Springfield Elementary. Martha Baumgartner, 7th grade science teacher, Belmont Middle. What did you have for dinner last night? Could the contents of your stomach provide clues that could help solve a crime? If you are a student in Ms. Baumgartner's 7th grade science class, you would not only be able to answer yes, but you know exactly which test to conduct in order to solve the mystery. Colleagues say Ms. Baumgartner is marvelous, top-notch, kind, and involved. According to them, Ms. Baumgartner is a role model as she sets the example for others to follow. She is easy to talk to and exemplifies the character traits we expect our students to emulate. One colleague said, Ms. Baumgartner has superior classroom skills, and she has made an impact on me and our school. Students say Ms. Baumgartner motivates them by her nice, cheerful attitude. She is the best teacher I have had so far, said one. Their favorite lessons include learning about the circulatory system, especially the lesson on how blood flows in and out of the heart. One student said, Ms. Baumgartner should be Gaston County Teacher of the Year because she's a great teacher to have and likes to have fun. She truly cares for us all. Congratulations, Martha Baumgartner, Belmont Middle Teacher of the Year. Bobby Kavnar, AP English Teacher, South Point High School. When you walk into Bobby Kavnar's English class, you take a step into Old World London. The room is filled with touches of literature, and the ambiance is one of quaint yet cozy library where literature can be dissected and discussed with a critical eye. Colleagues say Mr. Kavnar is energetic but formal, professional and motivational. They say his class truly prepares seniors for college. Because he brings in real-world experiences to supplement their learning. One teacher said Mr. Kavnar also teaches etiquette, such as how to properly tie a necktie. Mr. Kavnar's class reflects the subject he teaches, and students know they are learning as soon as they walk into the classroom. Students say they enjoy being in Mr. Kavnar's class because he is very engaging, asks our opinions on things, and values what we have to say and believe. Another said, he makes you want to come to school. He teaches life lessons, not just English. When asked what makes Mr. Kavnar's class different from others, one student replied, every year, everyone looks forward to getting into his class. And then when you are finally here, it exceeds your expectations. Congratulations, Bobby Kavnar, Teacher of the Year, South Point High School. Laird Pilot, Band Director, Bessemer City High School. When you receive the highest rating at a band competition, how do you celebrate? If you are a musician in Ms. Pilot's band, you celebrate by dissecting your performance with a critical eye with a goal of improving and growing before your next competition. You know she is proud of your rating, but you also know she expects continued growth as an individual musician and as a group. Colleagues say Ms. Pilot is a model of school spirit and dedication. Another said she makes kids want to be better. She teaches them to go above and beyond. Colleagues describe Ms. Pilot as determined, passionate, a role model, dedicated, and someone who cherishes moments with her students. They feel Ms. Pilot deserves to be Gaston County's Teacher of the Year because she teaches them things they can use in the future. Students say Ms. Pilot puts more effort into her students than other teachers. How many teachers would give up their Saturday for us? Another said, Ms. Pilot is compassionate for her students regardless of whether they've given her problems. She still shows she cares. One student shared, during band camp, I had a meltdown because I thought I couldn't do it. Ms. Pilot spent over an hour convincing me I could and to stay in band. I don't regret it. Congratulations, Laird Pilot, Teacher of the Year, Bessemer City High School. Carolyn Spencer, math teacher, Stuart Kramer High School. Are you a whiz at factoring polynomials? Would you describe a lesson on them easy to understand? If you are a student in Carolyn Spencer's class, you would be able to answer with a resounding yes. Ms. Spencer is known for incorporating technology into her math classes, and colleagues and students say she is a go-to person for technology in innovative ways. Colleagues describe Ms. Spencer as hardworking, helpful, kind, generous, and knowledgeable. They appreciate her willingness to tutor any student who needs additional help and state there isn't anything she can't or won't do for us. They commend Ms. Spencer for the professional development she offers through the Teaching and Learning Conference as well as at the school. One colleague said, Ms. Spencer is a good person. She is helpful, has lots of skills, and she can create anything that she can't find. She's awesome. Students say they love being in Ms. Spencer's class because she is encouraging and kind. They like that she treats them with respect and works with students on an individual basis. It feels like she spends a lot of time with each student individually. It makes you feel like you know her well enough to ask questions. One student said, Ms. Spencer wants us to succeed more than she wants to succeed. She brightens my day. I'm happy to come to class because of her cheerfulness. Congratulations, Carolyn Spencer, Teacher of the Year, Stuart Kramer High School.
Bill Ingram from Wells Fargo will announce our winner.
Impressive. That was impressive. Just hearing the stories that were told about each of the candidates and the finalists here. All right, so let's get to it. In an effort to recognize outstanding educators and show support for public education, Wells Fargo is the proud sponsor of the Teacher of the Year Award in Gaston County. Each year, we're pleased to have the opportunity to highlight the achievements of Gaston County teachers and to name one individual Teacher of the Year. This year's Teacher of the Year strives for excellence each and every day, from planning thought-provoking lessons to building relationships with students. This teacher understands how critical each instructional moment can be and utilizes all resources to ensure academic success for students. The Teacher of the Year sets the example for all to follow, from leading in the classroom to networking with other educators. This teacher realizes the importance of school and community involvement and strives to promote the positive impact public education has on students in our classrooms. The Teacher of the Year serves as a role model for teachers and students by treating others with respect and emulating professionalism. This teacher has high expectations for self, peers, students, and continually seeks new opportunities to lead, learn, and grow. The Teacher of the Year does not seek accolades, but rather focuses the spotlight on student growth and success. This teacher is the consummate professional, accepting the important role of educator eagerly and serving each day with passion and enthusiasm. It is with great pleasure I announce the 2015-2016 Gaston County Teacher of the Year to Bobby Kavanaugh.
Glad I wrote something. Wow. I'd like to thank Wells Fargo for this beautiful event. This is an amazing experience, and from beginning to end, the past few months have really treated all of us as VIPs, and it's been an amazing and wonderful experience. Over the past few months, I've gotten to know well the 4 other candidates for Teacher of the Year, and I've been incredibly impressed by their knowledge, their poise, and their professionalism. Working with them and seeing all the talented people here tonight has confirmed for me what we all know, that Gaston County is absolutely full of hardworking, intelligent, talented, and creative educators. I'm honored and I'm humbled to be a voice for all of us. I'd like to thank the Teacher of the Year Committee for believing that I will be a good voice for our district. I'd also like to say thank you to Beth Suber, Laura Clark, and Michelle Elrod, who have worked very hard for all of us and made this process so pleasant. They've really treated us like very special people and have given us an experience that I know I will cherish. I would also like to thank my principal, Ms. Brooks, the staff of South Point High School, who have been so supportive and so encouraging all the way through this. She never stopped believing in me. She said from the very beginning, okay, so when you win, and, and it made me unbelievably nervous. But everyone in this room, and indeed anyone who works in education, has made sacrifices in order to do so. We all know of the financial sacrifices we make in order to stay in education, as well as the time we sacrifice to coach, sponsor clubs, chaperone events, grade papers, and give back to our schools and our communities. But none of that would be possible without the sacrifices of our family and our friends who believe in what we do and believe that it is important. None of what I have accomplished in my career or in my classroom or in the lives of young people would have been possible if not for the support of my wife, Jenny. Her patience, encouragement, and selflessness are the reason I'm here today. Finally, let me say, it's easy to feel put upon if we let ourselves forget why we make these sacrifices. We do it for children, because we believe in the promise of children and the promise of a free, quality public education for all children. We must not forget that, and we must not and we must fight to keep that promise to our children. Thank you for giving me the chance to lead the charge in that fight. I won't let you down.
What a grand night this has been. Congratulations to all our winners and our finalists and our individual representatives from schools and different areas. Mr. Booker is going to bring us our closing comments. And Mr. Booker, if you'd come on up, who looks almost as good as I do.
But I have the mic last, John. Well, you always know if you have to speak after an English teacher, you're in trouble. But he said something that I think is very, very important. VIPs. I would like for each table to stand up. Everybody in this room, spouses, significant others, board members, everyone, stand up, please. We are fortunate to live in a country that allows us to say all children deserve a free and equal public education. So let's roundly support that with just a great standing ovation for the ability to do that. Thank you very much. Earlier in my remarks, I talked about a premier event. As folks were recognized, they talked about how they had been treated. And anyone in this room who's had contact over the last 10 years with our Human Resources Department knows that started with one individual, and that's Dr. John Tutterow. So while he's had fun digging and diving around, I knew I had it last. So, Joey, your car is a mule, because John's going to pass that to you. Somebody's got to pick up his files, because we're all scared about what he's really got. But I think we've got him because he broke a acceptable use policy with a selfie. But seriously, many of you know we have a big reception planned for John later in the month, but we could not let this premier event end without bringing Dr. John Tutterow up for an acknowledgement and appreciation for all that he has done. John? And as you're all standing, I will say good night and safe travels.